So that was Jeff and Dune's K remix, requested by Greg, the first request of the evening. And Cracks was also requesting right after the second request. I'm gonna jump to that very soon, since I'm finding the proper window here. Yeah, so we're gonna continue soon. I don't know if you heard any news, but there were pretty much news recently about ZX or ZX Spectrum, because they develop a SID player. This is like from the past week, this news, that they develop a SID player to ZX Spectrum 128, and it's made by Gecko. And I listened to some videos of YouTube what this can be doing, and it's pretty decent. I would say that the old one, what was developed, it was only supporting square waves, and they say that was 4 years ago. But the new will support nearly all SID capabilities. So it's really worth to check. I can even give you a YouTube link. Maybe later on we can even try to play some kind of SID tunes from that player, recorded from YouTube, obviously, because I cannot offer you better option now. And now we are jumping to Craig's request, the first request of his at the evening, and he wanted to hear DJ Skits and Empty Bytes, a 512-byte remix. And for both its unciness, typical, and the atmosphere. Thanks. Okay. So people, do not forget to post your requests, because for now we don't have that much, and I can most certainly play it. And here comes DJ Skits and Empty Bytes for Cracks. Empty Bites by DJ Skits for the request of Cracks. So, right now that I asked you to request some songs, it's getting better. Still you can. So I just hope that later on more and more people will arrive and listen to us. But it's not that bad anymore. So even if we won't have enough requests, I prepared a kind of set list of mine here, so do not be afraid, because we won't remain without tunes, right? So also, according to the news, I would say that did you hear about that fact, for example, that at Poland, at Gdańsk, there is a car service who is still using Commodore 64 25 years ago for administration. And I wanted to talk about this because it's really amazing. Last year I have been at Gdańsk, particularly at an Atari party. Yes. Here, Ukash is waving nearby me. Of course, it was an Atari party. He wanted mostly to go there, but of course, I was also happy to see some friends. And they did also an energy drink specifically for that Atari party. And they wrote to that energy drink that not for Commodore bastards. So I didn't drink of it. That's the point. So at Gdańsk, there is that car service, and unfortunately, we didn't visit it. I regret it a bit. Probably we should do some photos, because this is already cultic what they are doing. And even they say that this Commodore 64 survived a flood too. So it's not a simple thing. It's surviving a flood just like that. I don't think that any PC would do it recently. And thanks also for the news support for GCS. Hopefully you listen. So greetings to you as well, because he's sometimes sending me some interesting news. This is not a new information. Probably some of you already heard about that car service, but it's definitely very interesting. And now we jump to the next request, which was made by someone who called himself or herself Amiga and C64 Rule. Okay, so yeah, they rule. So basically, I cannot tell anything against that. And he says, "Hi Ziona, I'd like to hear Echoing by XX Dusty XX. It can be found at this link." So thank you also for sending me the link, because then it turned out that this is an Amiga remix, and I shouldn't look up for it at RKO. And yes, the original by Banana is one of his all-time favorites. So let's play then XX Dusty XX, who is sometimes showing up recently at the Shoutbox as well. Here it comes. So you have heard XX Dusty XX with Echoing 2002 remix, and we continue that way with the next request, which is made by Malthus, because Malthus, I didn't notice also that probably you were having the second request or the third, doesn't count anymore, but you were requesting a song which is also very nice memory to me, and this is a relatively new tune. This is a C64 remix made by Amok, who is considered known from very good dance remixes what he is doing. And Malthus wanted to hear Druid's Dance remix, and this reminds me the last summer when I was preparing up my DJ set for our Hungarian 8-bit party, and I definitely put that to the set list as well, and it was really great to see people dancing all along. For example, there was Verdi from